officials have put Americans on alert to cyber attacks from Russia as that country grows more isolated from the rest of the world because of the war they're waging in Ukraine. Joining us live via Zoom is Bill Britton with the Cal Poly Cybersecurity Institute. Bill, thanks for joining us. I know you can help our viewers here to recognize some things to watch out for when they're online.
Yes, thank you, Scott. It's a pleasure to be here. Let me quickly talk about, in the event of cyber activity, the thing that we're concerned about is between Russia and Ukraine, it's once you point this weapon, it kind of goes across the internet. So it's kind of like an unguided missile, right? Anything it hits could affect it. And so what we see is things like advanced persistent threats, ransomware, malware, and network attacks as being the major components that we're seeing in Europe and in Russia and Ukraine. Those could affect us. And so some of the things that will hit at home are things like phishing attacks and other events that we really can be on the lookout for.
And so these phishing attacks, generally these happen via email. They try to get you to click on something. How does that play out?
Yeah, so let's real quick talk about phishing attacks. Usually email, 90% is email. It's really looking to do two things in a phishing attack. It's to trick the user to pass on or give up sensitive information via a spoof site. In other words, they pretend to be who they're not, so you'll give them your personal information. Or the other option is to click on a link so that they take you to a spoofed website or a false site where you again enter your passwords and information. The real key here is if you don't know it, don't click on it. Don't answer the mail.
People are worried if they click on something, that doesn't put you at risk right away, right? You have to go somewhere and then enter some information. Is that how this works?
So all of these threats are different kinds of threats, right? There's some very technical ones. Most of the threats, though, are going to trick you to do something. So if you go through the list right now, many of these at your company or your personal are security alerts from someone, the revised vacation sick time policy. It's a UPS delivery service. It could be an attempted delivery was made, click on this link. Some of the ones that we've seen recently in this area that are really interesting are real estate transactions, interoffice money transfer. Hi, this is the VP of a company and I'd like you to transfer money to someone. And another one we've seen a lot of is your latest transaction with Amazon has been terminated. Click on this link because of suspicious activity. And in fact, they're the suspicious activity.
Right, exactly. Now, how have you seen the need for cybersecurity professionals grow in recent years, and what type of training do you do there at the California Cybersecurity Institute at Cal Poly?
Yeah, so we've seen just a dramatic increase in the need for cybersecurity. Anybody who's trying to protect their information technology, their personal data, needs cybersecurity help or assistance. And so that has grown significantly. In California alone today, there's a website you can go to, it's cyberseek.org, 63,000 open positions for cybersecurity specialists. So what we try to do is we try to work with some very basic skill sets in the cybersecurity area, and then we tie that to the university academic process. So we're really working workflow from all of those at the beginning levels up through certifications and through the academic process. As you can see, even if all of California worked on this, as a university structure, 63,000 is a lot of people to really pull in. So there's enough work to go around for a lot of people supplying that workforce for quite a long time.
Yeah, we see there on the screen 63,000 openings in California currently. This is a growing industry here, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's not going anywhere anytime soon. And we're seeing new twists on this industry. So most of the time we think about cybersecurity, we think about just, the office or a manufacturing plant or the power plant. But think about this, cybersecurity is needed for space also. So all those commercial satellites need a cybersecurity perspective on it. They need somebody who's designed it, supporting the command and control. So we see cyber expanding open even more. And I will tell you that most of those 63,000 you see in California, those don't include space cybersecurity experts yet. So that field is getting even larger.
So if it looks suspicious, don't mess with it, right? It is really probably the bottom
Absolutely.
line for
it's like answering the phone, Scott.
Yeah.
If you don't know who it is, don't answer it.
Right. We stopped doing that a while ago, right? When we don't recognize
Exactly.
the number, it's probably bad news, and maybe you check on it and call them back later if they leave you a message, right? Okay.
Absolutely. And if they're asking you for personal information, you got to ask why. Why do I need to give them this information?
Right.
And it's interesting how they hide it. Sometimes they'll social engineer it. There's a bunch of web pages, like say Facebook, where they go, "What was your favorite first car?" Well, go look at an application for a credit card. Many of the times, that's one of the questions they ask for your security question. So you're actually, by default, giving up your security answers on your Facebook page.
It's a scary world out there, but we thank you for the tips you've offered us today here, Bill. They're very helpful. Thank you.
My pleasure, Scott. Remember, be safe out there on the internet because it's not safe for you.
Right. Absolutely. All right. Bill Britton, Cal Poly Cybersecurity Institute. Thank you very much.